I'm Tiffany. I'm standing in a courthouse hallway, the weight that's been pressing on my shoulders for 18 long months finally starting to lift. The mediation hearing just ended, and my mother, Evelyn, has withdrawn her lawsuit against me over my grandmother's will. She's sitting there, defeated and humiliated, her perfect facade shattered. It all began 2 years ago when I got the call that my grandmother, Beatrice, had been rushed to the hospital. She was 86, a strong and independent woman who had raised me since I was 6. I was living in Seattle at the time, working as a graphic designer. I hopped on the first flight to New York. When I arrived at the hospital, Evelyn was already there. She was 52, a successful businesswoman with a cold and calculating demeanor. She barely acknowledged my presence and made it clear that I wasn't welcome. She even tried to prevent me from seeing my grandmother, saying only immediate family was allowed. It was a slap in the face, considering Grandma Beatrice had been my only real family for so long. I waited until Evelyn left for lunch and slipped into Grandma's room. When her eyes met mine, they lit up. She told me not to believe anything Evelyn said about her and mentioned a hidden room in the mansion, my grandfather's study. She said it held answers if I ever needed them. I had no idea what she meant at the time. 3 days later, Grandma Beatrice passed away in her sleep. I was holding her hand when it happened. It was a moment of unbearable pain. Evelyn showed up 2 hours later, putting on a dramatic show of grief. A week after Grandma's passing, we gathered at the law offices of Mr. Thompson, her long-time attorney. When he read the will, everything exploded. Grandma left her mansion, worth $7 million, along with all its contents, to me. To Evelyn, she left just $1. Evelyn was furious. She accused me of manipulating Grandma, calling me a gold digger and a fraud. She said Grandma had dementia and didn't know what she was signing. Mr. Thompson calmly explained that the will was legally valid, witnessed and notarized. But Evelyn wasn't going to give up easily. She decided to contest the will in court. In the following weeks, the situation got worse. I started getting threatening messages and rumors were spreading about me. I lost my job because someone called my company saying I had psychological issues and was involved in financial fraud. It was clear Evelyn was trying to destroy me. During the 6th month of a lawsuit, Evelyn offered me a 50-50th split of the mansion's value. She tried to convince me to take the deal, threatening to ruin my reputation if I didn't. But I knew Grandma's will was fair, and I refused. The lawsuit dragged on, and my savings were dwindling. I was isolated and alone. But then, during the 8th month, I remembered Grandma's words about the hidden room. One night, I finally went to the library in the mansion and found a book named Foundations of Wisdom on the 3rd bookshelf. When I pulled it out, the bookshelf swung open, revealing a door to the hidden study. Inside the study, I found a metal box. In it, there was a USB drive, a camera, and a handwritten letter from Grandma. The letter revealed that Evelyn had been borrowing money from her since 2014. At first, it was small amounts for emergencies, but by 2017, it had become a nightmare. Evelyn made Grandma sign papers while she was recovering from surgery, getting access to her accounts. When Grandma tried to revoke it, Evelyn threatened to keep me away from her. I started watching the videos on the USB. There were 147 of them, spanning 10 years. Each video showed Evelyn demanding money, threatening Grandma, and even forging her signature. I also found a video specifically for Evelyn. In it, Grandma told her that she had recorded everything and that if she wanted to avoid criminal charges, she should drop the lawsuit and leave me alone. As the lawsuit continued, Evelyn escalated her attacks. She organized a charity event for elder abuse awareness, where she publicly accused me of isolating and manipulating Grandma. But I knew I had the evidence I needed to expose her. Finally, the mediation hearing arrived. In the conference room at the courthouse, Evelyn and her attorney, M.S. Harris, presented their case, claiming Grandma lacked the mental capacity to write the will. When it was my turn, I showed the video evidence. The entire room fell silent as they watched the videos of Evelyn's actions over the years. Evelyn tried to claim the videos were fake, but it was too late. The truth was out. Her sister, Aunt Clara was shocked and confronted her. Evelyn's husband, George, also distanced himself from her, saying he didn't know about the extent of her actions. After a long recess, Evelyn decided to withdraw the lawsuit. I chose not to pursue criminal charges, not because she deserved it, but because Grandma wouldn't have wanted me to become a vengeful person. In the aftermath, Evelyn's life fell apart. She lost her social standing, her friends, and even her marriage. Aunt Clara came to me and revealed that she had been sending money to Grandma every month for 18 years to help raise me. She felt guilty for believing Evelyn all these years. 6 months later, I opened a community art center in the mansion, named it after Grandma's middle name, Rose. Children from the neighborhood came to learn art and creativity. I also received an offer to return to my old job, but I declined. I had found my new purpose. Looking back on all that has happened, I've learned that family isn't always about blood. True family are the ones who love and support you unconditionally, like Grandma Beatrice. And sometimes, the truth may take time to surface, but it will always prevail.